Is it on? Hello? I assume you can hear me, but I don't actually know. Well, I guess technically I did change some settings, but shouldn't be affecting anything. You guys can hear me, right? I assume by all the highs you can, but I don't know. Is it all working? We good? Okay, okay, I just got the first confirmation. Yeah, alright. Well, welcome to the stream. I missed you guys last week. This is a happy Mother's Day, so no stream last week. But the theme still carried over from what we were going to do last week. We're doing side characters part 2 today. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So, last stream, we just did side characters part 1. And, you know what? It was a pretty chill stream. I don't feel like it was more of just, like, talking about the side characters. We didn't really write anything down or anything like that. So, hopefully, we've done a little bit more preparing for this one so we can actually get some info written down, so that way it's like, you know, actually set in stone, sort of. So, yeah. Is there anything that we want to do before we get started? I don't know. Like, we can go over the character designs that we have so far, or I don't know. Like, I pulled up that document that I pulled up, or like the Photoshop document that I pulled up last stream, where I had all the character designs that we had so far. Although I did not go and I did not look through the other channels to see if there was any more submissions, so I didn't get any more submissions. At least, not that I saved. I don't know if people sent any. Okay, so it looks like we want to go back over the character designs, which is something that we can do. Okay, was it this one? It is this one. Alright, sweet. So, what's this one? Oh, okay, so this one's the sky one. Alright, here's the Ellie design. Actually, last stream we actually decided on the name Ellie, didn't we? So, well, okay, this is like, some of these designs are not actually, like, set in stone. They're just, like, fan art designs. So, we don't, like, for example, Ellie, we don't have a design set in stone for her, but this is the concept base idea. This was originally a Luna design, so yeah. So here's Ellie, I guess. Ellie, who's Ellie? Ellie is Xavier's girlfriend. So yeah, and she wait, does she work at the cafe? Did we ever decide that? I feel like we did. I think she does work there, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's Ellie. Let's see, Adam's over here. Here, like I said, there may have been more designs submitted. I just didn't go through the channels. I probably should have. But these were some designs that were submitted from like a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, again, we don't have an official design for Adam. Just some fan art design bases to go off of. Actually, he's kind of cut off there. Durellium. Where's Durellium? Okay, we'll move him over here a little bit. We'll feature everybody on the same screen. Okay, here's Durellium. This is Ralunix's character, and he's pretty interesting. He was the character who, well, I guess I should... Adam, let's go back to Adam for a second, because I didn't really describe him. Adam was or is Nico's best friend, but, you know, obviously Luna's taking that title from him. So, there's that. But Adam's the leader of their skateboard group called the Irish Eyes, or parkour slash skateboard group, and so he's just a really good friend of Nico's, and that's pretty much all we've established with Adam so far. Durellium, he's in Luna's class, and he is the guy who just shows up only when there's a test and does well on the test, even though he's not in the class. So he's just that character that's fun. So, I really like him. We don't... Well, I'm sure... There's also a character sheet for him that we didn't talk about Durellium last week. So, yeah, okay. Kate... Oh, we're gonna have to hide some more people. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to... Let's go back over here. Okay, here's Kate. Did I not drag in the other stuff? I have another design for Kate. Let me find it. Here it is. Alright, here's a couple designs for Kate. Now, Kate is the manager at the cat cafe that Xavier works at. So, there's not really much more other than that that we have. Well, I should say, it's a pretty heated debate. Some people want her to actually be a real cat person, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. But I don't know. We'll have to talk about it more depending on sort of the storyline. I don't know. I guess I could be open for it. I did some thinking on that earlier, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I could see that, but I don't know. For right now, I'm gonna say no actual cat people, but that could change. I don't know. But Kate, we don't really have, like, we don't have these characters' personalities or what they like, things like that. So hopefully we can do something with that later today. That's Kate. Let's see, who else do we need? We need, let's go ahead and group those. And Sky. Oh yeah, Sky. Alright. Now Sky, she was like the first, aside from Xavier, she was like the first side character. And I think wasn't she originally created in the Discord? I think she was. So Sky is one of Luna's friends, / she is in her class. And she's super tiny, she's a small person. And, I feel like I'm forgetting stuff, but did we go over her character sheet? I don't think, did we ever go over any character sheets last week? I can't remember, or I guess it wasn't last stream. Did we do that last stream? I'm not sure. But I feel like her, isn't she more mischievous? I feel like I remember having a conversation about that. You see, this is what happens when we miss a week. We're not, like, we forget everything. Oh, okay, we did go over her character sheet. Alright. I feel like we talked about her being more mischievous and fun. I can't remember. It's been too long. It's been 2 weeks. That's too long of a time. Okay, well that's all the characters, I guess. Right? I mean, we don't have a design for Xavier. We don't have a lot of official designs. Let's see. Xavier doesn't have a design. We never, and also the logo. We talked about the logo like a little while ago, and then we just never talked about it again. Okay, so there's all the characters. Now this week, we've got this nice little sheet that we put together, and we're gonna be answering these questions for each character, to where hopefully we can actually, you know, have a better idea of who these characters are and what their goal in life is. So, yeah, that's sort of the plan for this week. Of course, we could also go over character sheets. Some characters don't have a character sheet. Some people have made character sheets for characters that we can, like, look over, etc. So, what do we want to do? Do we want to go over this? Do we want to talk about a specific character? What should we do from here? Joe's down here, guys. Okay, relax. Is it lagging? Is there lag? I don't know. Somebody's saying lag in the chat. So, yeah, any one of these characters we can go through and answer some of these questions. Oh, are you wanting to go over Joe? Is that who you want to do first? I mean, I don't know why you guys are so obsessed with Joe. Let's see. I could pull up character sheets as well. So, yeah, I'm fine with whatever. But we're not doing a poll on it, okay? If it comes down to it, I'll just pick something. But I don't, it's too early for a poll. No, Joe is a real person. So Joe is Blake's friend who's on Ilaria. Although Blake sort of distanced himself from everybody, so like But Joe is like his good friend, you know. At least that's what I remember. Like I said, a lot happens when you miss a week. Just go down the list. That's a good idea. What about Durellium? Oh, yeah. Xavier's character... Actually, you know what? I think these questions are pretty good at designing a character, because when we were sort of designing Luna and Nico's character, we asked fairly similar questions before we designed their personality, and those characters turned out fine. Xavier, on the other hand, we didn't do any like preparation or like pre-things. We just jumped straight into the character sheet without any ideas, and that was a mess. Okay, it looks like we want to do Xavier first. All right, let's try to start fixing Xavier's character right now, because right now his character is such a mess. Okay, this works. Wait. Let's go. All right, it should be. Is that easier to read now? That should be better. Okay. What does Xavier want in life? What is his life goal? See, it's weird, because Xavier went through a dramatic change in his personality. So, like, what he wanted 5 years ago is totally different from what he wants now. Like, maybe he wants Nico to stop being such a daredevil. There's an idea. Are there two versions of Xavier that exist right now? Well, here's the story behind that, right? We had a whole stream on Xavier, but during that stream, there were two different personalities that we were creating for Xavier. One side was that he's super, like, soft and this and that. The other side is that he's, like, really strict and is, like, like, overprotective of Nico. And I didn't like that, but we still sort of, like, it was super weird. So we were sort of developing two different personalities at once, and it just wasn't good. So we have to completely redo Xavier's character, which sucks, but sometimes you gotta do that. Okay. He wants to live a safe life. Xavier wants to protect Nico, grow up with his girlfriend, and settle down and work at the cat cafe and become an entrepreneur. He wants Nico to be safe and happy. Xavier wants to prove himself to be a good person after taking part of the fault for Nico's eye. Okay. So I'm seeing some for wanting Nico to be safe, that's what he wants, as well as just wanting to live a peaceful life. He wants, how about, he wants his family to live a safe and peaceful life. And his family would be considered like Ellie, Nico, I would assume himself, he's a part of his own family. So, I don't know, I feel like, does that work? I don't know. Do people not know who Xavier is? Did somebody ask who Xavier is? How bad is the delay? Because I feel like it's worse than it was before. Is it just me? Or are people just not responding to my question? Or am I lagging? Knowing the need first will make it easier to know the want. Okay. So we should do the need first? Okay, well we could do the need first, I guess. What's the balance his past adventures with safety? Inner bound, okay. So Okay, well, let's try going over the need, I guess. What does Xavier need? I would think the big thing that Xavier needs right now is, like, because right now I assume that Xavier's sort of traumatized because he thinks that Nico's eye incident was all his fault and he feels really bad about it, even though Nico doesn't really care. He's like, heck yeah, I don't have an eye, that's super cool. Xavier's like, man, I ruined his life because, you know, people are never going to look at him the same. It might be harder for him to get a job, this and that. So Xavier feels really guilty about that. So maybe what he needs is reassurance that Nico doesn't hold it against him and he's doing just fine. But he can't, like, even if Nico says, oh yeah, it's fine, Xavier still doesn't believe that. So he needs some sort of, like, true reassurance that it really is okay or something. Xavier needs to forgive himself. I like that. I like that line. Does everybody else like he needs to forgive himself? He's too hard on himself. He thinks about it every night before he goes to bed. Which makes me like Xavier even more. I want him to be a more soft character. Okay, yeah. Alright, everybody likes that. Okay, Xavier needs to forgive himself. There we go. I feel like I need to do something. Or maybe like just end it. Something. Or maybe that. Okay. Now, what does this character want? Oh wait, so then what does he want that is getting in the way of him forgiving himself? Probably he wants proof that, doesn't he want proof that Nico is fine? Because right now, the thing that he sees in Nico is a rebellious person. He sort of sees himself in the past. And now reflecting back on it, he realizes how that's so dangerous. You know, something worse could happen. So he wants Nico probably to be safe, and he wants reassurance that he is safe. And reassurance that he will be okay. Something. He wants to see Nico be fine without him, but he doesn't see that in him for now. He wants to fix his past mistakes, which can't happen and it hurts him. He wants to make Nico calm again. He needs to focus on his own life and figure out what he wants. Wanting proof is the same thing as needing forgiveness. The want and the need should be at odds with each other. Okay, well, what do you suggest then? I feel like we should, if we're doing we should do that. He wants karma to hit him hard because he feels as if he ruined his smaller brother, so he self-sabotages. That's a good one. I guess we want that space. Okay. I like that. He wants something to happen to himself, because he feels like that's the only way to be punished for what he did. Okay. That's good. Oh, man. People are gonna start, you know, really liking Xavier and be like, "Oh, Xavier." It's okay. Alright. He wants to be punished for what he did. Is that a good way to put it? Actually, you know, I'll just copy and paste that. I like that. Oh. There we go. Alright, that's good. And then, what is their relationship with other characters? Now, I'm not talking about, like, he's Nico's brother. I'm talking about, like, how well they get along with other characters. So, and we can also put, like, a specific section with Nico, because he might act differently with Nico than he does everybody else. So, I'm thinking with most people, aside from Nico, he's pretty accepting and he'll take what he's given. So I would assume that his relationship with other characters is pretty good. But that would also assume that if he was somebody who just did what people told him and, you know, didn't want to cause any trouble, that people could start using him, be like, hey, give me your lunch money or whatever. So maybe it's something like that. Overprotective with Nico, but Nico thinks Xavier's getting in the way of Nico having fun. So then maybe Xavier's strict with Nico, even though, well, here's the thing, we should be asking ourselves, does he want to stay out of Nico's life because he feels like if he's in it, he's just going to mess more things up? Or does he feel like he needs to make up for what he did, so he's going to try to intervene with Nico doing whatever he wants? That's what we should be asking, because that is really going to define his relationship with Nico, because if he wants to stay out of Nico's life because he feels like he ruined it and he wants to just not mess anything else up, then he's going to be more distant and he's not going to be as close with Nico. However, if he is more trying to protect Nico because he doesn't want something else to happen, then he's going to be more overprotective with Nico. I feel like, also tell me if it starts to lag, because I just got a message that said like it might be lagging or something, but I don't know why that would be. Anyway, I feel like what makes more sense in this situation is Xavier, if we're making it that he wants karma to hit him, I don't think he's going to want to interfere with Nico. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just getting vibes. If he is trying to figure out how I want to word this. If he's more soft and he's more guilty about what he did, my guess would be that he just doesn't want to make another mistake with Nico. So he's going to try to stay out of the influence, because I'm assuming we don't know exactly what caused Nico's eye incident, but we are assuming that it was based on something that Xavier did. So based on that, I would think that Xavier would want to, you know, stay away and be like, you know what, I don't want it to be my fault again. But I don't know. What if Xavier sabotages any access Nico has to extreme sports? So maybe he's like, from the shadows, he's trying, like he's he's asking their teachers, being like, hey, don't recommend him to do any sports or anything, but he's not talking to Nico directly, so he's indirectly trying to help Nico. So to the viewers, it would seem like at first Xavier's pretty distant with Nico because he tries to avoid him, but maybe he is you know, the puppet master in the back who's secretly, you know, helping out Nico, or I guess helping out Nico by like doing things that Nico doesn't see. Do they have parents? Yeah, they have parents. We don't know, we haven't talked about them really, but they do have parents. Okay, does everybody like he protects Nico from the shadows, but he is distant. He is directly distant, but protected from the shadows. When Nico finds out about Xavier, he lashes out at him because he perceives it as Xavier controlling him. Yeah. Good character development. Okay. Xavier is Nico's brother. I don't know how people don't know that, but yeah, Xavier is Nico's character. Nico's brother. Okay. So, what did I say? I just said something distant, directly distant. Distant, but protected from the shadows. And then I'll copy and paste this. Nico finds out about Xavier. Okay, so that's with Xavier, or that's with Nico. What about everybody else? Actually, let's do all caps. So everybody else, I would assume, sees him as like a nice guy, you know, like wants the best for people. So I would assume that for most people, his relationship is good. It's not like he's causing trouble. He just is like, lets people be them and whatever. Yeah, maybe a bit shy too. Because, like, this trauma is going to affect him in everyday life as well. So I would assume that he keeps to himself more often because he's afraid that if he gets involved with other people, he's going to cause issues for them as well. So, like, he tries to not get close with anybody, but aside from Ellie. I feel like Ellie's going to be this great character who always is like telling Xavier, like, just lashing out at him. You're such a worry rat. You don't think about anybody, or you never think about yourself. You only think about everybody else and making sure that they're okay. You need to think about yourself more. I don't know. I feel like Ellie could be a fun character. Yeah. Ellie sees straight through Xavier. He doesn't have to pretend. Like, Xavier can... Or, like, Ellie helps Xavier. So, like... Yeah, okay. So, and then we can have Ellie here, too. Sees... Xavier. So, he is open with her. Alright, there we go. Alright, everyone else. What if we just say Xavier is shy around people due to the fact that he worries about hurting them? How's that? Is that good? Alright. If we're all good with that, then we're going to move on to Adam. Let's take an agua break. Okay. I've gotten 3 good comments. Oh, shoot. We're not done with Xavier. We still have the goal. What's his goal? What is Xavier's goal in life? Is it to... Well, their want and their goal are going to sort of be similar, but not the same. And in some cases, their goal can be their want. Are you guys just now getting the water thing? I did that so long ago. Huh. Okay, anyway. His goal would probably be something like... Well, it's... I would say his goal is to make Nico not as rebellious. So he would want Nico to have a safe life and just, you know, not be affected in a negative way based on Xavier's past actions. Living a normal life and protecting Nico and Ellie. Okay, I think that's good. I'll go ahead and copy that. Did that copy? I'm not sure it did. Alright, is this good? I think this is good. If we're good with this, then we're going to move on to Adam. Let's see, how many characters do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 characters. We've done 1 out of the 7, so that would, I mean, we have 6 left. That only took half an hour. Okay. Well, I guess that took half an hour, so that was a long time to spend on one character, but that's good. Because Xavier is a more major character than somebody like Joe, so, yeah, I guess it's more important that we spend more time on Xavier. Plus, there was that intro part, so that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do Adam now. What is up with Adam? What does Adam need? What does he need from anything, I guess? He could need... See, we don't have Adam established. Is that the word I'm looking for? We don't have Adam designed super far. So really, you could just spit anything out and just say, okay, that works, because we don't really have anything written really set in stone for him. So he's pretty much a brand new character that we have a name for, and a little bit of basic stuff. It definitely is a lot harder without knowing their backstory, or like a little bit about them. I mean, I guess we do know a little bit about Adam, but like, Adam is Nico's friend. That's pretty much what we have so far. And so, what does he need? I don't know. Adam needs friends? No, I don't think so. He needs real self-confidence. That could work. Money? Why would he need money though? Adam does dangerous stuff to get Nico to like him. Okay, that's fair. We do know that as well. Real self-confidence. Okay. That works. We'll do that. Alright, so then what does he want? Adam X Nico? Well, I guess I just have a hard time making side chips because I'm such like an OTP kind of guy. Like, I just want the OTP to be a thing and not really have any other side chips, but you know, since a lot of things are based around, you know, enticing the viewers and keeping them in, that's why there's so much drama in shows. It's to like keep the viewers active and interested and be like, oh, I want this, and then other characters be like, oh, I want this, and get it talked about and get the word out and stuff like that. So that's why that's a thing. But it's very obvious what the OTP of this show is. So what does he want? He wants to be a great skateboarder. He wants to have a relationship with Nico. Adam wants approval from Nico. He wants approval from others, but he needs approval for himself, or from himself. That's good. So, okay. Okay, let's do that. Alright, I like that. Okay, what is their relationship with other characters? So basically, what... Well, this is a weird question because, like, up here we sort of took it as, like... Yeah, okay, yeah, never mind. Forget I said anything. Okay. So as far as Nico goes, does he act differently with Nico than he does with everybody else? I feel like he would. He does, I would assume he does whatever Nico asks him to. Even if he doesn't want to. Selfish to Xavier. Okay, is that a grapefruit? Is that their relationship? I guess that could. I guess we're not really like I guess we could put that there. This category is a little interesting because we can put so many different things in there. Oh yeah, what about everybody else? How do other characters view him when if say for example, it's just Adam and some other random character that is not Nico. How does he act compared to how he would act with Nico? Okay, bad relation with Xavier because he views him as a bad influence, like that. He's a bit more of a daredevil and likes his puppet, puppet. Because we would all probably do crazy things for the people we love. Okay. Yeah. Less honest, rude. Well, here's the thing. Is Adam more of a soft character without Nico and more of a hard character and being like, "Saw, dude, what's up?" with Nico around, or does he act nicer with Nico? Well, yeah, he's gonna be jealous of Luna. No doubt about it. They view him as really cool and perfect, but on the inside he's struggling and just wants real friendships with everybody, and especially Nico. Okay, I like that. He acts really confident around others to hide the lack of self-confidence, but he actually sims for everybody who gives him attention. Okay, so what if we do this one? Yeah, we can't do that. I didn't think we could. Along with this one. Do these two work? Extreme in any sense to impress. Seems careless to danger, but in fact he is. Without Nico, he's a bit more approachable, maybe because with Nico his attention is taken. That's a good question. What gender does Nico prefer? Well, I don't know. Okay, Adam isn't actively pursuing Nico because he knows that Nico is straight. Okay, are we good with these? As far as his relationship, we have with Nico, we have with Xavier, and we have with everybody else. I guess I should do this again. And, you know what, let's do Luna as well. Because she took him from him. Alright, yeah, okay. You know, I don't think we really need to talk about that right now. Let's go ahead and let's focus on the side characters and less about the main characters. We'll come back to him later. Alright, what is Adam's goal? Okay, you know what, that's... yeah, good idea. What is Adam's goal? Whoops, did not mean to do We gotta keep it in like 3 lines. Okay, if you're gonna add a period there, you gotta add a period over here and here. Wait, what is going on up here? Adam. There we go. Okay. Adam's goal, independence. Well, maybe that's what he needs, but that's probably not what his goal is. I would assume that his goal would be something along the lines of getting Nico's recognition and approval. Because while he does want approval from everybody, he specifically wants approval from Nico. So I would assume that that is that, or maybe his true goal is to confess to Nico, and eventually, you know, even if he knows that Nico isn't interested, or he's not, you know, interested like he has Luna and whatever, maybe his true goal is to just get his feelings out there to be heard, so that way he can move on. Is it lagging? I hope it's not lagging. Okay, well, I guess if people are lagging, I'll wait. Tell me when the lagging stops, and then we can resume our conversation. Be the very best skateboarder. Nice. What am I drinking? I'm drinking water. I have water here. Stay hydrated. I don't know why I'm having so many issues with like lag and glitches and stream delay, because I have it supposedly on the lowest latency setting. Okay, it doesn't look like it's lagging anymore, right? Hopefully not. Can you show the progress done? By now you're a little bit late. Sure. Okay, so basically we have side characters, and we are going over... Is there a line? Hey, there is a line. Nice. I love that. Alright, sweet. We have our characters, and we're just answering 4 basic questions. What does this character need? What does this character want? What is their relationship with other characters? And what is their goal? So hopefully, when we answer these 4 questions, we can then, when we have a stream focused specifically on this character, we can use these questions and answers as a basis to help develop the character. So when we do another Xavier stream, we will use this as a guide to hopefully make things better and not make it bad. Okay. Anyway. Oh no, the line sort of did some weird stuff. Okay, well, I guess we gotta make... Oh no. I'm gonna get rid of this. Sorry. Oh, that still didn't fix it. No. All right, there we go. All right, we should probably get back onto Adam. What is Adam's goal? And maybe simply just, let's see, what did I say earlier? I said confessing to Nico, even if he knows that Nico's not interested. that work? Okay, you know what? If you can add it here, like just add it here. I probably should have just, sorry. Add it back and I'll make it rainbow. Okay, well it depends on if Adam is, if he's competitive or if he's like, I'll accept my fate. Is Adam gonna be like the one like, I won't lose, and then they end up losing, like in like rom-com stuff or whatever? Or is he gonna be like, you know what? It's fine if he doesn't notice me, I just, you know, it's okay if he doesn't return my feelings. It's just I wanted to get them out there so that way I can move on. Okay, there we go. Smoke rainbow, I think that's what it was. Ta-da! Alright. You know what, we'll do this actually for now. We can decide that later. Okay. Now let's move on to Durelium. Now, this is going to be interesting because this is Raw Lunix's character. So I don't know how this is going to work. And it could be interesting. Let's go ahead and add the line because I like the line. The line makes me happy. Yes. You guys want to know some HTML? Wait. What is it? Shoot. I was thinking of BR, but it's not BR. I feel like it's HR, right? Is it? Shoot. What's the tag? Shoot. I don't remember what it is. Dang it. I feel like it's HR. Okay, let me look it up. Horizontal line tag HTML. Ah, it was HR. I did remember. That's how you make a horizontal line in HTML. All right. So, oh yeah, we're on Durelium. All right, sweet. He needs to go wild. Is that what you're saying? Like, is that... What do you mean by go wild? Oh, I need to go wild. With what? Go wild with what? Like, just make everything rainbow colored? I could do that. There we go. I have gone wild. Oh boy. Alright, we're not doing that. Alright, so what does Durelium need? I could also pull up the character sheet. I'm like 99% positive I have a character sheet for him. I do. Yeah. Oh, but there's more than just that. I could do this. Oh. Oh. Wait. There we go. What? Is it not working? What? Okay, you know what? Forget you. No! What are you doing? Stop it. Oh no, I broke it. Oh no. Oh boy. I made a mistake. Oh, what? Okay. Did you add this? I hope you added that, and it wasn't my mistake. Okay. All right, let's get back on track. Oh, okay. Durelium, he needs to calm down. This time you're not talking about me. I can go wild, but Durelium needs to calm down, right? So what does Durelium need to calm down from? Like, what is, because if I remember correctly, he was wanting to play an instrument like a guitar or something. I really should have looked back over everything, because it's been like a couple weeks since I've read it. Didn't he want to play like a guitar or a ukulele or something? He works side jobs to make money, steals, and is all over the place. No time for school because he wants money. So he wants money, but he needs... What does he need? If he wants money, he needs... He needs stability. Who's messing? Who's moving the bars? The lines are mine. No touching the lines. He wants to be a bard, but that won't give him money. So he needs to calm down to find some balance. So he needs... He needs time to think about things realistically, or he needs time to think about... He needs to calm down to think about his life? Maybe? Does that sound good? I don't know. He needs to calm down. Imagine him as that background character that is always doing something else. You always see him wherever you go. Oh, I didn't know you worked here. Oh yeah, I work here, 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 and here, and here. Okay. You know, we'll just leave it at that for now. What is his relationship with other characters? I imagine people love him, but are also terrified of him at the same time. Because if you see him, that means something's up, something important's happening. But it's like he's a friendly guy to be with, I would assume, if I remember correctly. Like Miss Rabbit from Peppy Pig. I don't watch Peppy Pig, I'm sorry. He's very chill, seems as if he teleports. Cursed test omen. Right. So he's fun to be, he's good to be around, but bad at the same time. I was just reading the chat, okay? The chat said Peppy Pig. I was just repeating that. But But people are scared of the test. Okay. So then what's his goal? Is his goal to become a bard? Okay, we'll copy that. Okay, and then Ralunix, what did you think about Grapefruit? Or about what Grapefruit just said? His goal is to have a lazy life. Okay. Alright, are we good? Is that Durelium? Durelium's definitely one of the side characters that is not... Because if we're not seeing him as often and he's only there when there's a test and whatnot, he's not as high on the priority list as like Ellie, for example. He's approachable if you find him. Yeah. Durelium is the guy who always shows up on test day, but is never actually in school. Okay. Alright, we're ready to move on to Ellie. What is going on? What happened here? No! Was this what I did? Did I do this? Oh no! What? Did it... Is that what all those different spaces were? Did it do that for every single block? Oh, now I gotta rewrite this. Is there a way to clear? Undo. I don't think there's a... Oh, great. I feel like we just need to... Actually, idea. Watch this. Boom. Now, I know that it is big, but... Wait. There we go! All better. C. There we go. All fixed. All better now. Oh boy. Okay. Ellie. What does this character need? I feel like I'm gonna like Ellie. I feel like I like Ellie and Xavier a lot now. What does Ellie need? What does she need? She needs... She needs Xavier to be happy. Well, I don't think that would be a need. I think that would be a want. You see, Xavier focuses more on Nico. So I guess technically Ellie's character could have like a sibling or a family member that we don't really know, but that's just the character's need. Or her life could just depend on Xavier as well. Either one. Either one works. Ellie has a crush on Xavier. Well, I mean that I think that's kind of what happens when you're dating somebody. But what does Ellie need? We have like nothing on Ellie. So Kate's gonna be terrible to make because we have nothing about her character yet. Is it okay to say she doesn't need anything? Well, I don't know. You could say that she's happy, but typically there's always something somebody needs. Ellie needs more time with Xavier. Is that a need or a want? A need is something that your life should depend on, or that affects your life directly, that you don't really have. It's not really something that you can control. It's something that you need, but you can't control it. So a lot of the things people have suggested would fall under the want category, not necessarily the need. We don't know enough to decide what she needs. Well, what if we just come up with something that she needs? Ellie needs to find a job that she enjoys doing. Does she not enjoy the cat cafe? I feel like, wouldn't Ellie be the kind of character that would just enjoy anything as long as she's with Xavier? She needs happiness in general. No, I don't think so. She is the one who's sort of supplying Xavier with happiness, so it can't. That just does not work. She needs to stop worrying about Xavier and leaving her family for his family. Does Ellie also work at the cafe? I feel like she does. Did somebody make a character sheet for Ellie? No. No character sheet for Ellie. I thought Ellie and Xavier worked together. Well, we're going to answer these questions, and hopefully these questions will sort of help make their personality. How old is Ellie? I don't know. How old is Xavier? Xavier's like 17, right? So Ellie would probably be around that age. You were thinking she worked at a regular cafe. Wait. She was a regular at the cafe, not a worker. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, alright, well that could work, I guess. I don't know. I thought she was working there, but maybe not. So maybe since she's not working there, she needs something to do? Maybe she doesn't want to work, she just wants to live with Xavier. But since Xavier doesn't have his life sorted out, she can't do that. So she just needs something to do. Well, she could also start out as a regular, but then eventually, you know, meet Xavier, become friends, and then just be like, you know what, I'm gonna join to be with you. Or like, I'm gonna work here with you because of you. I feel like that was... I knew that, I just thought that she had taken the step further to work with Xavier because he was working there. Can you assign them all birthdays? I mean, I guess so if you want to. She needs a hobby. Because right now Xavier is her hobby. But if she's not working, she could sit at the cafe the entire day. Okay, here's an interesting thought. What if Kate doesn't actually like Ellie because Ellie spends so much time there? So it's like, Kate's always like shooing her out, be like, you've been here for 5 hours, get out. It'd be nice if at the end, she and Xavier leave together for university. And that Xavier's free of worry for Nico. Yeah, I like that. Maybe she needs comfort in her relationship. Okay. Xavier is her hobby. Yeah. Xavier is her hobby. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like a happy ending for Xavier and Ellie is a good idea. What if they move to Ilaria to go to university? Well, their school system's completely different, so I don't know how well that would work, actually. There are things written about this? An idea collection? Okay, let me take a look. I've been looking at the Discord. It's gonna take a while. Okay, you know what? Forget this. I'll take a look at it later. But like, there's nothing. I probably should somehow find a way to sort the ideas and keep a better log of them. She can't pick a university, so she ends up picking one in Ilaria. So, okay. We're going somewhere with this. Maybe she doesn't know what she wants to do with her life, right? She's lost, and so she went to this cafe, and so she met Xavier there. But she just has no idea what to do with her life. So maybe that's what it is. What if she went and studied in Ilaria, and like she spent a lot of her life there, and then she became a teacher there to teach about Earth, and then eventually maybe she moved back to teach about Ilaria on Earth. I don't know, I feel like that would be interesting. Her goal is to find a goal. She needs to find purpose, but wants to do a bunch of different things, so she never has time to find her purpose. So like, what are the bunches of things that she does? I don't know. Wait, what? Okay, get out of here. Where would I put this? What is... I don't even know where to put this. I don't know. Different hobbies that aren't very interesting to her. Okay, I think this is a solid thing for her need. What does this character want? I would assume... Well, there's two different things. She could want Xavier to overcome his thing, and she could be solely focused on Xavier. Or, if we were taking this more on a personal note, it could be she wants to figure something, she wants to find what she wants to do with her life. Or she wants to pick a university. Or she wants to pick a major or something. She's good at everything, but doesn't know what to pick. I like that. I like that. You see, there's so many good ideas for her, but there's no, like, real room to put them. Like, I feel like I just need to, like, make a notes. Because, like, since she's a new character... hold up, stop scrolling up. Oh wait. I already had that there. Okay. Maybe she will help Xavier understand Nico's imaginary world, and that's how her passion starts. Oh, because maybe Xavier complains to her about like, oh, Nico's talking about this world called Ilaria, and how there's snake people and cat people and all this and that. She wants to do things that she's good at, but doesn't actually like any of it. Okay, that's good. Okay, but here's the thing though, right? That's not a true want. That's like a fake want. That's what she thinks she wants. She can have multiple wants, I guess. We'll do that. And then I also think she wants to find what to do with her life. Okay, are these three things good? Are we good with this? We should move on to her relationship. What is their goal? Her goal is to find the goal. She's very indecisive. She's indecisive about herself. But when it comes to other people, she can easily tell them what they should do and what they should not do. Have a nice family, 2 kids, and see the world. I feel like their goal is to... Nope, I was right the first time. Life with Xavier, yay! Okay. Relationships with other side characters / main characters. Indecisive means you can't decide on something. So like, do I want Ellie's name to be Ellie or Ollie? I can't decide. That's what indecisive means. Okay, so her relationship, does she like Nico or does she secretly hate him because he's causing so much grief for Xavier? her relationship is complicated with Nico. She might be very nice to him, but maybe she thinks he is the reason Xavier is so conflicted. Well, if Ellie is a smart character and is a character who can think about things logically, she would have done her research and been like, okay, look, Xavier, you're just worrying about nothing, and it's all in your head. Like, sure, maybe your decision changed Nico's life, but he doesn't seem to be worried about it. He's fine with it. It's okay. She could be this down-to-earth character that's like, look, Xavier, you're just freaking out over nothing. And if that's the case, then she can have a good relationship with Nico. And I feel like if she wants a good relationship with Xavier, she should have a good relationship with Nico as well. Because she can just sort of be that bridge gap thing. It's like there's a supportive beam in the middle of the bridge or something. Maybe she should be the he misses you as a brother, not some garden. Yeah. I feel like Ellie should be this down-to-earth character, which is why she's so good with Xavier, because, you know, she can get Xavier to think rationally about it, even though his heart doesn't feel the way. He might, like, know, like, okay, well, it's okay, he's fine with it, but he somehow doesn't feel it. He's like, I don't know, I just can't forgive myself. So I think her relationship with Nico, good. Xavier, very good. Okay, what about her relationship with Kate? Is Kate annoyed by Ellie and how much time she spends in the cat cafe? Okay, I guess we can't include that. I think that would be funny if Kate and Ellie just had this ongoing clash, like, why are you in my cafe? You've been here for 5 hours. That's the most popular seat. Get out. Kate. Bad. Okay, and then everybody else. How does everybody else view Ellie? I feel like everybody else should... I don't know, part of me feels like she should be this, like, people view her as this obnoxious character who's always bossing people around and telling people what to do. But then with Xavier, she's like, that's what Xavier needs, is somebody to tell him what to do. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. That was just my initial impression. That totally could change. She is super happy and bubbly and everybody loves her. Okay. Well, except for Kate. Kate doesn't love her. She is generally introverted. Okay, well, most people think Ellie is too sophisticated to handle. They don't understand what she tells him. I like that. What if, like, I would assume that she does really good in school if she's a smarter character, right? So she could just spend her time in the cafe because, one, you know, cafes are the pretty standard place for you to do homework. At least that's what it seems like. And two, Xavier's there. So killing two birds with one stone, right? But she could just have this aura around her. You know how shows do that with like this imaginary aura that people somehow feel? It could be this aura of intense like studying. And it's like that's why Kate hates her so much, is because she's giving off this aura, and people, like, if she's sitting by the window, people can see this intense writing and doing a bunch of note-taking and stuff, and it's like people don't want to go in there because they could feel the presence from outside of the cafe. And so that's why Kate gets so annoyed, like, you can stay here for an hour, but get lost after that. And so, and that's why people would, like, view her as sort of like a person to stay away from, because she's so like passionate about what she talks about, and her level of speech is so sophisticated that it's like people are like, okay, well, I can't have even a decent conversation with you, so I'm just gonna avoid you because I don't want to be caught up and be like, I don't know what half the things you just said mean. So I like that idea. Have I seen Toradora? I have seen Toradora. I hated the ending, though. Ban her from the cafe. Well, I don't think she should be banned, because if she goes there every day, that's good business. But, like, she should have a time limit. Like, Kate's like, okay, you know what? You've been here for 15 minutes. Time to get out. What are you changing? Why are you changing the font size? What's going on? Was it? Okay, where was that message? Let me scroll through it and see if I can find it. Where was it? Ah, here it is. Here's Ellie. Okay, that's good. And we have, you know, we're at our limit for the line, so this is good. Oh wait, you can do that. Whoa, now we have one free line. Okay. I'm actually really excited to do Ellie's character sheet because she seems like such an interesting character. Okay. Well, we've got half an hour left of this stream. And we've got 3 characters left. Do you think we can do it? That's 10 minutes per character. One day, Ellie didn't go to the cafe and Kate instantly called the police. Okay. Alright, let's do this. We got 10 minutes per character. Starting now with Kate. What does Kate need? We gotta go rapid fire if we're gonna make the 10 minutes per character. We could definitely get through 2 if we tried. Kate needs cats? Kate's character isn't somebody who's going to be directed. like directly in the show. She's just gonna be that character that people know exists, but is like, eh. So it can be something simple like cats, I guess. Some dogs. She needs Ellie to leave. She needs... I would say cats is probably actually fairly good because she has a cat cafe. Kate needs more business support. That would be something that she wants. She wants more business. She wants more customers. Okay, well, Code Mari, here's the thing, right? We could either spend the next half an hour going over your character sheet, or we could do this real quick. Okay, based on your character sheet, what does Kate need? Because if we're gonna try to get through all of these 3 characters, we gotta go fast. And I feel like we should try to. Well, I guess like Sky and Kate will probably have their own episode. Joe, I guess if we're feeling bored, Joe might have its own episode. What if there's another dog cafe? She needs to get her business together with it. That's interesting. So then maybe she's like, at first she sees them as rivals, but then she realizes if they combine and join forces, they can have the ultimate dog and cat cafe. I froze. Oh well. Is it better now? Kate wants to be a real cat. Come on. Okay, what does she need? Guys, we only have 7 minutes left for Kate. I think her character should revolve around her cafe. So all of these answers should have something to do with her and her cafe. Kate needs patience with people. I feel like cats is the best thing here. Cats and maybe dogs. Okay, what does Kate want? She wants her business to thrive. Okay. Your competitionness is showing there a bit, but that works too. She wants... What is their relationship with other characters? 6 minutes. So we're boiling down her character to her cafe. Well, not necessarily, but sort of. At least just for these questions as of right now. Because the only time we're really seeing Kate is at her cafe. So sometimes when you're designing characters, you need to think about what's important to them and sort of where we see them in the story. And if their characters, like say for example, she was not revolved around her business, the viewers might think, like if we ever see her and she explains, oh, here's my story, here's what I want, here's what I need, etc. The characters are like, okay, well what's more? Obviously there's more to this character than meets the eye. Like, are we going to get more episodes on this? And since Kate isn't really a main character, and we're not really planning to see her in that sense at all, and she's not going to get her own episode, she's just going to be that character that we see every once in a while and is like a funny comedic gag. Her character sort of needs to be based around the, like, what we know her best from, and that's her cafe. So that's why her cafe is taking more of the lead than anything else, because that just makes more sense from a story perspective. Although, yes, I would agree in a normal sense that if this was like a main character who just happened to run a cafe, her life would not revolve around the cafe necessarily. It might, but not necessarily. So this is why we're doing the cafe for now, because she's a side character. Okay, what's her relationship? Well, Ellie, bad. Xavier, good. Everybody likes her, I would assume. Likes her, she is nice, etc. Alright. 4 minutes. We got this. Or 3 minutes now. Alright, what is her goal? To be the very best. How about that? I'm lagging again? Why is it doing this? Alright. How do we feel about Kate so far? Sorry we didn't look at your character sheet, Code Mari. We'll look at that when we actually do her full character in an episode. I like that. Alright, I'm copying that. That's funny. Alright. Okay. Lagging, stop. Alright, let's move on to Sky. Let's get a head start, because we also do have to sort of talk about what we want to do next episode. Whoops. Alright, what does Sky need? Although, did we look at Sky's character sheet? I know some people made a character sheet for her. This is gonna be a little bit difficult, because I don't remember. I don't really feel like pulling up the character sheet. Okay, so for people who remember Sky, what does she need? I'm trying. I know we talked a decent amount about her last stream, but I just can't remember because that was 2 weeks ago. She needs to be more mature, or to get more mature. Sky is Luna's friend. She wants to be noticed. Well, we're talking about what she needs. She needs Nico's puns. Oh, I remember the Mr. Irish Eyes thing. I remember that now. 37 seconds? That's what you counted? Oh, that's bad. She wants to get into trouble and challenge authority, but she needs to find the people that will support her and help her grow. Yeah, let's just use that. This is what she needs. But she wants to do this. Okay. So she needs the people that will help her grow to become more mature. But she wants to not mature, and she wants to stay like a little kid. And she wants attention. Okay, I like that too. Oh, why is the lag so bad? I'm sorry for the stream delay, guys. I seriously have no idea why there's so much stream delay. Okay, what is Sky's relationship with others? I would think most people find her a bit annoying. Right? That's pretty safe to assume, I would think. Luna... How does Luna view her? Luna... I mean, obviously she is Luna's friend. Partners in crime. Nico. I'll just copy paste this. With Luna, she would probably... Does Luna feel bad for her? Does Luna want to help her? Does Luna... Is Luna just friends with her because she's been friends with her whole life? Luna admires her for being so confident and defiant. Okay, both of these are good. Alright, there we go. Alright, so what is Sky's goal? Bow, bow. Her goal is to have the best mushroom pet business. Okay, is that canon, or is that something that's just like... Because, like... That seems like a pretty weak goal. Is Sky also becoming a knight? I did not think so. Wait, did we ever finish our conversation as far as history of folklore versus history? I can't remember if we did or not. I think... Didn't we just say that we would, like, come back to it or something later? So we don't even know what Sky's gonna end up doing. I feel like I have to question it though. Sky's goal, what would it be? Well... We might need to know more about her character in order to answer that. Should we just leave this one sort of like a blank one for now? What if her goal was to live life the way she wanted it with no restraints? So like live life the way she wants to live it. Okay. All right. Well, here's the thing. We did 2 characters in 15 minutes. That's pretty good. Alright, now on to the last character for the day, Joe. Now, what does Joe need? Joe needs to find happiness. Just kidding. We don't really know anything about Joe. Joe's gonna appear in like 1 episode and that's it. So like, what do we... Okay, well here's the thing, right? Mr. Fruit came up with the idea that his name is spelled differently every time, so nobody knows how his name is actually spelled. Maybe, okay, so if we're talking about Joe, maybe we should be a little bit biased towards him and Blake. Because I assume the episode, well, I don't know. There's a couple different ways I could see this playing out. One is in a flashback, and these could happen, these both could happen. One's a flashback where we see Blake talking with Joe about something, okay? Another thing is in the future when Blake gets Callisto back and we have, you know, he's just going around trying to rebuild the connections, just trying to be a better guy again. Maybe he goes and talks to Joe and is like, hey, look, I'm sorry for being absent. I'm back. I still want to be your friend or something. Joe needs to know that he's a good enough friend. I like that. I like that. What if we are a little bit biased towards Blake and say that Joe wants to help Blake? What if we said that? Also, here's one thing, right? I always find it annoying how shows end on the fighting episode, right? The final battle. The shows always end with the final battle, so we never get to see like how their life is now after that. So that's why in this show I went there, like obviously the final battle with the king will happen, but I also want to see episodes where after that, to where it's like there's nothing really going on, like the plot's over. It's just we're seeing their life after the battle and seeing how the world is now. Like, it only has to be a couple episodes, but like I find it annoying how shows just end like, oh, final battle, and then it's over. Like you don't get to see anything after that. It's annoying. So I want there to be a couple episodes extra. So that's why maybe like after the King's battle and after Callisto and Blake are together again, whatever. Like it's like Blake's going around seeing what's up and everything like that. So okay, he wants to help him more than he does. He thinks he does. Wouldn't you need a climactic ending then, though? Well, the climactic ending still exists. It's just like bonus episodes where you see, like, the aftermath and see what happens after that. So I guess extra episodes is the better way to put it, but like, yeah, I would still want them to be in the season. Oh yeah, we got 11 minutes. Okay, so what is his relationship? I would say Joe is really, I spelled that wrong, supportive, friends, and is always looking to help out. You'll feel no shame in that, yeah. Well, I'm just saying as an example for things that we could see in the final episodes, where it's like, I just don't want the final episode to be like Oh, that's it. Final battle, it's over. Like, there should be a couple episodes, whether or not they're extra episodes and not included in the season or whatever. I just want to see what happens after they beat the king, you know? Like, also, like, seeing, like having a huge time skip and seeing, like, a future episode, sort of like what Phineas and Ferb did, in, like, seeing them in the future. I want to see that. Like, Luna and Nico's child, and Xavier and Ellie's child, and seeing what they do, and whatever. Okay. I like this too. All right, what is Joe's goal? To be the best chef in the world. Maybe? No? Yes? No? Maybe? I mean, his goal to be the best cook strays so far away from everything else here, but I think that's pretty good. Okay, I also like that. Let's use this too. To learn all about food. Like that too. Okay. Code. What code? Alright, well, that's pretty much it. We did it! We did it! Yay! Everybody, give yourselves a pat on the back because we completed this whole thing. That's awesome. Now we have a basis to base all the characters around. So that begs the question, what are we doing next week? So here's a couple different things. We could do something with the world building. We could go through the idea collection. That was one idea that was submitted into the stream ideas. We could do Kate, Ellie, another side character. We can have a stream dedicated to the side characters. We can do a stream based on the education system. We can have a stream on the government, on Ilaria. What do we think? Magic? Another magic stream? Oh boy. Oh boy. We're not ready for that yet. We haven't finished our magic discussion. A Joe stream. Is there even enough Joe content to fill an entire stream with? Like, I feel like half of it's just going to be Minesweeper. Education system or government. Oh yeah, we could also do Xavier Part 2. More on the side characters. Okay, look. We can't do like a general side characters again. We need to develop more ideas for side characters. Then we can do like a big stream like this where we go through all the different side characters. But for now, I think we need to focus on like individual side characters. We can't just do like a general stream on all side characters again. Religion? Well, religion is going to be interesting in Ilaria because, well, I guess we'd have to talk about it, but most people see the king sort of as like a god since he's lived for so long, so they sort of just worship him and obey him. Write down future ideas for plot, so basically just like a fun stream like we did like early on where it was just brainstorming, talking about sort of where we wanted the show to go. Nico's relations with the side characters, could that fill up an entire stream? I feel like that would be like a Nico part 2 kind of stream, where we would talk about Nico in general. Magic? No. Okay, look. We're still having debates on what we want to do with the magic, so we can't do that yet. We need to first develop the base for magic, and since we already had the base magic, we had a magic stream a couple, like, was it, let's see, that was like 3 weeks ago. Okay. Education and government systems are those two similar enough to pair them up with the same stream? Or does education deserve its own stream, and does the government deserve its own stream? I feel like the government system deserves its own stream. The education system may or may not deserve its own stream. Although I think the government system is actually really important, because then that sort of helps establish the world building, because we still haven't really done anything on that yet. So I think a good next step would actually be the government system, because then we can actually start to develop, like, if this is the government that they're ruled under, how do the islands work, how do they function, who rules the islands, etc. So I actually think government system's a good idea. So do we want to do government system? I think government system's a good one. Double J, did I acknowledge and download your document? Like, did you at me with it or not? Go ahead and resend it and at me, because I don't remember if I got it or not. Because you have to remember, guys, on the Discord, I don't see anything unless if you at me. So, okay, sweet, we're going to do government system. Well, nice. Well, this document will be found on the Discord if you want to take a look at it. And, yeah. Government system. I'm excited, because then we can actually start world building a little bit more. Oh, it's an ideas collection. Okay. Then maybe I do have it downloaded. I don't know. Well, that's not entirely true. It's just I am like 95% more likely to see it if you at me. Because, like, I don't spend a bunch of time reading. Because, like, you guys talk a lot. So you need to at me if there's... And if there's a main concept, like if you guys were having a big long chat, I would prefer it if you summarize it. Like if you had a big long discussion, I would prefer if you take that big long discussion, compress it down into a paragraph or so, just summarize what you've said and be like, okay, here's what we talked about, here's what we decided on. So I don't have to go up and like read the conversation. It's a lot easier to follow if you just say, okay, here's what we talked about in a nice, concise format. Okay, the cursed miraculous images, you don't have to add me for that, because I haven't downloaded them recently, but I will go back up and then start, like, downloading them all again. And I'll go on my big downloading spree. Alright, well that was it for this stream. I think, let's see, we decide what we want to do next stream. I don't think there's anything else to do. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be it. Thanks for joining me today. And I'll see you next week. I don't think I'm doing anything next week. Oh, you want to show me what you made? Okay, then go ahead and add me. That's fine. Alright, talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for helping out again, as always. Alright, I'm ending the stream now. See you later.